Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Natalie, and today we're going to be talking about improving your mental health with animals. I did a video a couple of weeks ago talking about how to improve your mental health with exercise. And then I looked at my list of ideas for what videos I could do next, and this one came up, and then I realized that this is definitely a series that I'm going to do talking about different subjects that can improve your mental health. I think it's something that you guys enjoy, and that's my desire here in this channel, is to help you guys in any way and spread the word on things that have benefited me in my journey to be happier in life. So I hope that you enjoy it. I'll give you a little bit of background about me, and I think I'd mentioned this in a previous video, but I've loved animals my whole entire life. It's been a passion for mine. I knew since I was a little girl that that's what I wanted to do. And I got to do that. I had been doing it up until a few months ago. I had been doing it for 21 years, and now I get to combine that with my desire to help you guys. So I hope to shed some light on that relationship between having a pet and your mental health, or having a pet and your family members' mental health. I mean, overall, I think it's going to help everyone in the family. So before I get into the first article, I just wanted to share with you guys what my personal feelings are and thoughts are on having a pet, and how I feel like they bring joy to my life and help me feel happier. I think that they are fun to watch, because some will play by themselves. I think they're fun to play with. I think that they're good napping buddies, and they're silly and they're sweet, sometimes sassy. I think that they provide unconditional love, and they can't wait for you to get home, and when you do get home, they're super excited and run around and do crazy things. I think the last thing that I've noticed that is pretty big with having an animal and how they affect me, is that they seem to pick up on when something is wrong. And I know other people have, talked to me about this, and I think it's just providing a little bit of emotional support. And even though they don't say anything, they're there, so you can take a nap with them and just cuddle with them and give them some affection, and they're just gonna, be there for you. So, I love that. All right, so we're gonna talk about the first article, and the title of it is The Mood Boosting Power of Pets. And this article actually goes over physical and mental benefits to having a pet. Physical and mental health benefits of having a pet. And I usually try to find articles that are pretty specific about studies that have been done, and talk about the studies that have been done. And this article didn't do that, and I wish they would have, but overall it's still a really detailed article that I did definitely want to share with you guys. So here are a few of the reasons that they say pets can benefit your mental and physical health. They say that you are less likely to suffer from depression. They can decrease your blood pressure. They can elevate your levels of serotonin and dopamine, which are chemicals in your brain that calm and relax. And then they can also increase your heart health. One of the reasons for these therapeutic effects is that pets are fulfilling a basic human need for touch, which can calm and soothe you when you're stressed or anxious. The article goes on to talk about how pets can help with healthy lifestyle changes, how it can help adults with Alzheimer's and or dementia, and it can also help children with learning disorders. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and get a dog or a cat or a fish or a bird or anything, any animal. I'm not telling you to do that. I think you definitely have to think about, you know, what are your needs, what are your family needs, or family's needs, what is going to work for you guys? What kind of life are you going to provide for this pet? And can you take care of it and give it the attention that it needs and financially afford, you know, things that are necessary to have pets? You know, there are vaccines that are needed. You know, cats and dogs need to be spayed or neutered. You know, what else? I mean, there are things that happen when they get older that you need to take care of, and maybe they have a special diet that they have to be on. So there's a lot of things to think about, you know, that should definitely be done before you go out and get a pet. And also look into the personalities of pets. Is it something that is really going to fit what you're looking for? If you're looking for a dog, is it a dog that has a lot of energy, or maybe not so much, needs a lot of exercise, or, you know what, I live in an apartment and there's not a dog park nearby. So those are some things to think about, and this article does go over those topics as well. So the second article talks about a pet's ability to alleviate worry and provide comfort, which is something I had kind of mentioned before. You know, just basically they pick up on things. They know if something's going on, and they're just going to stick around more and be there for you. This article also talks about how pets provide something positive to focus on. So just a little distraction from any negative thoughts that you may be having, or something negative that may be going on in your life that you need a distraction from. They also talk about how they provide a sense of security and routine. So obviously, you know, for dogs, you need to get up and feed them and take them for a walk. And cats, you get up, you feed. I mean, there's a feeding process, I feel like, for every animal. But you know, even as they get older, do they need certain medications once a day or twice a day, or do you have to bathe them every so often? You know, it kind of, again, is just going to provide something to focus on that you're going to need to have a routine for, so that you can take care of them appropriately. And then lastly, it talks about acceptance. I mean, like I said, they provide, in my opinion, they provide unconditional love. And acceptance is basically the same thing. They don't care what you look like. They don't care what you smell like. You know, they just want to be around you. And, you know, there's just nothing like that feeling, you know. So the last article talks about the power of animal-assisted therapy. They talk about how they can reduce cortisol levels, which is the stress hormone. They can increase oxytocin, which reduces stress naturally. They make us feel needed and help us to not feel lonely. They are great examples of being in the moment, right? They're not thinking about what happened yesterday, and they're not worried about what's going to happen tomorrow. I mean, they're literally enjoying every moment. Like if I'm eating, or when I say I'm, I mean they, when they're eating, they're just like, this is delicious, and I didn't know if I was going to eat again, and I'm just really happy that there's food right now. Or if they're napping, they're just, it looks like the best nap ever. You know, it's just amazing. They're really mindful beings for sure. And then lastly, it talks about how they help us build healthy habits. So increasing physical activity, right? If it's a dog, and even some cats like to go out for a walk. So guess what? You got to put their leash on and get them out there, and that means you're getting yourself out there. They encourage time in nature, which improves your mental health as well. They are going to require you to get up in the morning, so maybe you don't really have that reason right now, and they provide that for you. They also support self-care. So I kind of mentioned that before, like if they need to go out, you're going to be going out. they improve social connection. So, you know, again, you taking them out for a walk and you come across someone else who has a dog or a cat, and it's usually a dog, but and then you start talking to them about like what their dog's name is and maybe what breed they are if you don't know, if it's a boy or a girl, and then, you know, whatever, you just start chit-chatting about that, and maybe that leads to other things. Maybe you join a Facebook group, you know, that has labradoodles, or you start volunteering with a rescue group. You know, I feel like for me, I'm an introverted person, but working with animals has helped me become extroverted for sure. That's basically it for the last article. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and you know, you can look forward to more in this series. And yeah, if you want to hear more, subscribe, and until next time.